Hi everybody, it's me, Sailor Moon, and it's me, Sailor Pluto here. And today we're going to talk about, well, the English adaptation and its hatred that it has, because it's really, the hatred about it is just kind of real sad. Now, the English adaptation, both the Deke version, Pioneer version, and Viz version, aren't perfect, Yes, they are not beyond criticism, alright? But the hatred, is just kind of, I guess, not warranted, basically. Now, first people will complain about the voice acting, and then they complain about the storylines, they complain about characters' names being changed, or transformation or attack names being changed, or some episodes edited into one, and some episodes becoming one and one becoming two, and whatever. I mean, when you sorry. I mean, when you stop to think of it, the criticism of the Deke version was not merited. Okay? And then the people criticizing genders being changed and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people act like that's the word. A lot of people, for some reason, had their hatred towards the Deke version. And then the Pioneer version got treated the same way. They even complained about, the language it was dubbed into. They complained the fact it was in their own language. I mean, that was kind of sad out there. But you would think that if the Deke and Pioneer versions had gotten criticized, that then there's the Viz version. And the Viz version is basically just a redub of the original version. You would think that one would be, that they'd not be so criticizable of. But they've criticized it too. And apparently it got criticized because the fact that they still think the voice acting isn't good, in their opinion. But I guess nothing will ever be up to these people's standards. Can I get some stuff, Sailor Moon? Sure. The criticism of the English adaptation, not just the Deke version and the Pioneer version or the Viz version, is just sad. I mean, okay, the voice acting wasn't perfect for any three of them, and characters' names being changed or transformation or attack names being changed wasn't a big deal to flip out over. And episodes being edited, fight scenes being skimmed down, or what was 3 episodes turned into 2. It wasn't such a big deal, but these people chose to make a big deal over it. And then genders being changed because at the time, Deke and Pioneer didn't want to get any type of necessarily criticism for portraying homosexual couples. Because there were homosexual couples in Sailor Moon. Couldn't fight and Zoids fight. And Mara and Michelle. So they had to change one to a woman. And they had to try and make another one cousins, but, there wasn't, even though that's what they did, everybody knew what they were. And Fisheye was mostly a cross-dresser, but that was basically kind of a different story for a different day. And they pretended to complain and flip out over that. Oh. Alright, back to you, Sailor Moon. Point is, my English adaptation, neither version was perfect. The Deke version or the Pioneer version wasn't perfect. The Viz version certainly was not perfect either. But the hatred that it receives from people is just unwarranted. I mean, criticize it for many of its faults, because it did have a lot of faults. But hatred of it, just hating on it, is basically bad. And then these people, and here's another thing, they'll claim that they saw the subversion. Now let's remember, in 1995 AD, the internet still was just basically text. There weren't really too many websites out there with audio and video and pictures. It was mostly just text. So I don't know how these people were able to have found the subversion and then claimed that they had really good reading levels, and then claimed that that they watched all 5 versions and sub. I don't know. That's what they probably claimed now, but back then, very few people actually had the internet, and the internet was text mostly. It wasn't until around 2000 or so that started to. Wasn't until late 1990s, early 2000 that started to change. But regardless of that, these people act like that the subversion was better than the dub version or redub version, and that's their opinion. But I just think the hatred of my English adaptation, regardless if it was Deke, Pioneer, or Viz, was just unwarranted and unneeded. Yeah. I'm Sailor Moon, I'm Sailor Pluto, see you later.